Mafia Definitive Edition is a old gangster story in a new daylight. Hello guys, what's up? Welcome to a new Ace Ice review. Here today, Max with your new review. Let's go into it.
So if you ever need anything, maybe a loan or some honest work, don't hesitate to ask. Don doesn't forget his friends.
Mafia Definitive Edition is in most areas a beautiful game to look at, especially the design of the open world. It has good lighting and textures that make the game appealing enough to let it look like a AAA title. But the game doesn't always portray the quality of a AAA title. Frame rate is pretty stable on a PlayStation 4 Pro. I have no complaints about that, but the game does have some other technical difficulties. I encountered some heavy texture pop-in issues when I drove with a car at top speed. Now, this is something they can patch out, but it was pretty noticeable.
Okay, there it is. Finally!
The character models look pretty good, but some NPCs do have a difference in quality. Luckily, it was not game breaking though, and you barely notice it. Sound design is pretty straightforward. Where Mafia shines the most is its voice acting. You really do believe that you are speaking to an Italian mob, and it's probably my favorite highlight from the game on a technical level.
What do they call you, son?
Thomas Angelo, sir.
Frank told me you ran into some trouble?
Yes, sir. My cab got smashed up pretty good.
Morello's thugs went after him by the kind of Tommy helping us.
This, taxi, that's your livelihood?
Yes, sir.
I feel a sense of responsibility here. So I'm gonna set you up with a small loan, enough to get that cab of yours fixed up.
I appreciate that, sir, but I'm not looking for a handout.
Then what are we doing here?
I just want a shot at the bastards who wrecked my cab.
You hear that, Frank? The kid wants my permission to get into a fight.
Yes, I heard.
Teach these boys a lesson. Break every bone in their bodies.
Gameplay is not Mafia's strongest asset, but it is serviceable for what they are trying to achieve. Beware that this game isn't really open world. The world is just in service of the main storyline. On that front, I expected a little bit more effort though, but for a €40 game, you will get some value out of it. One of the biggest problems Mafia Definitive Edition faces is the combat system. It's pretty stiff and sluggish, however it does do a job at the end of the road. There is a sense of danger when you get into combat. You have to make sure every bullet finds its target.
Off the bridge! Over here! Shit!
One thing that Mafia does do well is the driving. It seems slow at first, but there is a learning curve to control the different vehicles that you drive. You cannot just simply control every vehicle. Some are better suited for different playstyles than others. Even though the gameplay lacks in detail, it does achieve in what it needs to do.
In this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
They're loyal.
The story is why you want to play this game. and luckily it exceeds well here. All the different characters you will meet are pretty intriguing to listen to. Even though you might expect where the story goes, you will enjoy the ride up until the end. There are some good plot twists in the game that you will appreciate. Paulie is probably one of my favorite characters in the game. He doesn't only look like an idiot, but he also is one, even if he is pure-hearted.
Cow says moo and the chicken says quack. What does the bird say?
I don't know, but the security guy back there says you gotta go home.
Guy's an asshole. You should show some respect.
Well, that's true, but I'm saying you gotta go home too, before you resurface the pit lane.
Well, okay then. I guess.
If you cross Salgari and his boys, you're dead.
Mafia Definitive Edition is a delightful game. The gameplay can feel sometimes a bit shallow, but it doesn't strive to reinvent anything either. There were some technical difficulties, but the $30 to $40 price tag does justify the game in the end. The game's story was good, and its main drive force to play further. Mafia Definitive Edition was a solid experience. It won't reinvent the wheel, but I had a good time with it. Now, did you enjoy this review, this Ace Eyes review? Leave a comment down below. Visit our website or social media pages. Leave a like on the video, and I will see you next time.